Guns are a highly controversial topic within our country. According to the CDC in 2017, 39,773 people died due to firearms. I've been around guns all my life. I hunt avidly, I have a hunter safety's license, and I've competed in trap shooting for over 6 years. So why would someone like me want to advocate for better gun laws? Well, gun control, to me, has lost its true meaning over time due to politics. And I believe it is my duty to help advocate for awareness on the real reason why we need better gun laws. So why is that? Well, because I don't want you, myself, family members of yours, or friends to fall victim to illegal gun violence. Do not be a victim. Pay attention and realize that these laws are threatening your safety. We don't need strict gun laws, but we need better laws than our current ones. We need to find a middle ground fast. The three main reasons that better gun laws are necessary within the U.S. are for better protection, to reduce violence and crime, and eliminate illegal weapon trafficking. Protection is by far the most important of all three reasons. This is the main point of gun laws. They are meant to protect you, your family, and your community. Some people think that gun control is meant to restrict the Second Amendment, allow others to get firearms that could be used to harm us, or that the government is trying to take away our firearms and make us defenseless, and this is simply not the case. Law-abiding citizens are meant to be able to purchase firearms to protect their families and friends and community. That is the main point of gun control. With guns that restrict criminals, illegal immigrants, and other dangerous to society access to guns, gun violence would go down, obviously. So according to a Boston University article by Kat McAlpine and Jessica Calarossi in 2019, they state that homicide rates were 35% lower than in states with none of these three kinds of laws. To further express my point, there are 16 out of the 50 states that do not require permits to purchase a firearm, stated on the NRA website that I will show you shortly. Borders mean nothing when it comes to firearms, which almost defeats the purpose of gun laws in other states, right? Even if I can't buy a firearm without a permit here, what's stopping me from going to one of these 16 states and buying a gun anyway? And the answer is nothing. So let me show you. Here is Wisconsin. The dark blue states represent states that require permits to purchase a firearm. Now these light blue states are states that do not require permits. These are the 16 states. So let's say a mentally ill person wants to purchase a firearm, but they live in Illinois. They obviously can't, it's dark blue. But nothing is stopping them from going to Missouri or any of these other states to purchase a firearm, and they can totally do it legally, and then they can just bring it back to their home. A mentally ill person now has access to a firearm that could be used to induce harm. You can see the insanity in this point. So we need better protection, we need to enforce better gun laws, and we need to protect ourselves and our family. We need to reduce gun violence as well. This brings me to my second point. Better gun laws will reduce the amount of crime and violence throughout the country. Most violence with guns are committed with a handgun or pistols. So this is the most popular firearm amongst criminals since 1993. The solution to this is to do background checks that are more extensive and more grueling, essentially. We can't just have someone look at someone's license plate, look them up on a computer, and look at their criminal history. There needs to be a wait list, there needs to be extensive background checks to further reduce gun violence. As I stated in the beginning of my speech, 39,773 people died to firearms in the U.S. in 2017, and that number steadily rises each year. Which brings me to eliminating illegal weapon trafficking. Most illegal weapons stem from Canada and Mexico. We need stronger borders in order to defeat these weapons trafficking. There's also internal trafficking, which happens when people make fully automatic weapons, bump stocks, which were made illegal in 2018, or they make explosives and they traffic them through state lines. As I said before, state lines almost mean nothing when it comes to gun laws, and people can bring these illegal weapons over the borders with no problem. So stronger borders are required, and better, checkings at toll booths and whatnot. So we need a call to action. We need no more massacres at this point. Fox News and CNN, they report these massacres and we see them every day, and yet nothing happens. We need more protection. There has been a lack of protection in our country. We need to stop this endless violence, and we need to eliminate illegal weaponry. As a college student, I don't fear every day, but seeing that college students and students in general, such as at the Sandy Hook Elementary School or Columbine, as a student, I am some days fearful to go to class due to the fact that I may be targeted by someone with a gun. Now, as you saw before, you need a permit in Wisconsin to own a firearm. But nothing is preventing people from going to those non-permit states and purchasing a firearm and inducing harm on innocent people. So, from a college student who has experience with firearms and is pleading for better gun laws, we need to act fast. Otherwise, endless violence and needless loss of life will continue to happen if we do not act. Thank you.